position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Gators will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. Moving away from pressure. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that can really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
That's caught. It's Johnson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
That's caught. It's Daniels. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. At the 45 on his way. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. And this guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Dropping back, it's back. They'll run the screen.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. They go to the wide receiver screen. Turning it on. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after they catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Trying to set up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Catch in the middle. It's Sturdivant. There he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
And this guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Quickly out to the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And, Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
He's tackled on the play at the 21-yard line. That's a first down for the offense. That's the end of the first quarter.
We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On the ground, it's Daniels. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. The Gators are in the hurry-up. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Gators! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They're going to test the right side with this one. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. Here's a hit. Takes a hit as he fires. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. He got something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. A field goal attempt from here would just be 48 yards, but they'll try to move the chains on 4th down and short. Unloads quickly. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Breaks into the open. Maybe a touchdown-saving stop gets him out of bounds at the 5. 1st and goal coming up.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Purdue managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around West Lafayette had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the left. Stonewall again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5 plus. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Looking to throw, it's back. Finds his man in the middle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking for a gap. It's Lyle. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. And the Canes headed quickly to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. Just a little off. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the... And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
With the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Coming out with it, it's Abrams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off play action on 1st down. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Oh, he would have loved to tack on the big return, but they've got it in the red zone at the 16.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
With jet sweep pass. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to throw. It's Beck. He's got it. And he won't be able to get it as the defense gets him down at the 1. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chance. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kane.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He'll do it himself. Finds a little space. Turning it on. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the... And this offense might have something going.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy.
He's taking the shot. Snags it inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gators!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. This will likely be the last play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air, it's back. He's going up top. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. At the 40, there he goes. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a crease. It's Daniels. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
A stroke of serendipity, not the intended receiver, but the one he completed it to.
You'll take it as a quarterback, too, because at the end of the day, that is still a completion. Nobody has to know that wasn't the guy you were throwing it to.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Snagged out of the air. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Skips away from pressure. He's going to take off. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Touch pass on the jet sweep. There he goes. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's flying. And some room to work. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And the Canes want to move quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Beck. Catch in the middle, it's Marion. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
The Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast. And
got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Miami! How about this back staying on track and getting it
It's his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Auburn is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Tigers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense getting set for first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
They're dealing with a second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Tight end now in motion. They go to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the tailback. He's at the touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, you know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. A designed run for the quarterback. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down and still on his feet. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass, it's Chadwick. Looking for space to the left. Makes a connection. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
Miami, 28.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Hands it off on the counter. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Go straight ahead. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on third. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Man, oh man, what a day. His third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats, and all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. RPO complete to open the drive. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than quarterback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the quarterback.
After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Punts it out of the air. He's out past the 35. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you. So one mistake, back-to-back weeks, that's fine. You just can't make multiple, but the team's winning this week, which is the most important stat that he cares about.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Florida! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
49, Miami, 35.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. Running back searching for a hole. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And I know everybody's looking at that clock as it ticks, and we're down a couple of possessions, but nice job getting the first down. But this offense has to stay in hyperspeed, right? Down 2 possessions, got to throw the football, use the sidelines, use the middle of the field, especially as you get close to that 2-minute mark.
Got the first down and more. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Canes have their offense in high gear. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
6 remain.
Off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Daniels. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff from the gun. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Chadwick. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the 4th quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And listen, you had to take a shot. You got to make something happen. Somebody has to make a play and to get back in this ball game, down a couple of scores, and now the defense has to come out, make some kind of miracle happen, maybe score, and then you got to kick and get an onside. A lot of things have to go right from here on in.
Pulls it in. It's Wilson.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the other.
Oh, there's the ball! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, and you don't want to make it interesting, right? You got a 2-possession lead. You want to go out there and take care of the football, cough it up. The coaches are going to be very, very ticked off. But defense now, go make them earn it all the way down the field. Let that clock run out.
Here's the pressure. Intercepted deep in his own end. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Looking to buy time. Creates a little room. How about that weight room work he's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22.
He does a good job of scrambling around and trying to make a play. But I tell you what, you don't want to take too many shots like that. Those big hits, oof, if you get up now, you're dang sure going to feel them later.
This defense will try to keep everything in front. Find some fresh air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Turning it on. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like,